Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, here with a pre-recorded video for the first Saturday S.I.P video of 2025. So hello and welcome. Okay, so let us get the business out of the way. If you want to go shopping for anything that Stampin' Up! Is currently selling, you can go to my Stampin' Up! Website at MemoryINKers.com. You can see the mini catalog, the celebration catalog, the scrapbooking catalog, and please remember that the items from the previous scrapbooking catalog are still available, as are a few items from the fall mini. So don't be afraid to search for stuff if you think it might be there. Best place to find it, MemoryINKers.com. My hostess code for January 2024 is J as in Joseph, B as in Bob, B as in Bob, H as in Henry, H as in Henry, P as in Paul, V as in Victor, 2. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way now and scoot this up. So, for those of you who do not know, when I named my video Saturday S.I.P, S-I-P, you might notice that there are periods, those of you who see it on Facebook anyway. That stands for stamps, ink, and paper. I tend to get a little carried away. I'm trying to rein myself in a little bit, and I am going to be making some changes, I think, maybe to titles or whatever. But anyway, so we are going to try to do stamps, ink, and paper, and a little bit more today. So first thing I want to say is that in the mini catalog, I think I showed this before, there is this awesome Mixed Media Floors, Memories, and More card pack, which I saved. This is from our dies. I saved this to put them in, but you've got 3 by, are they 3? I'm sorry. They are, yep, 3 by 4 or 3.5. I don't know. But they're great little cards. They are double-sided. So you get something, look how pretty. And you get like a lot. You get like a ton. You get this size, you get 4 by 6, you get a couple of sticker sheets in here. So these are awesome. I'm not using them today. You will be seeing me use them in the future, but not today. But I wanted to show you these because you're going to want to go to my website, that's MemoryINKers.com, and look in the online exclusive store for all the things that match this awesome bunch of, they're technically made for scrapbooking, but you know, card making, it's all kind of the same genre. So this is a suite that I purchased. You can buy the items separately, but I wanted to show you. These are really pretty. They are called low profile dots, but look at how pretty. They're, I believe this is pretty in pink. Let me see. Sorry. I gotta check, because you know me, I don't always remember. Flirty Flamingo. These are Flirty Flamingo and a gold color. So I really like them, and they are flat. I know some of you really prefer a flatter bling for when you're mailing. So these are awesome. And if you don't want the color, why you wouldn't, I don't know. But you could definitely still color them with blends markers. So we are going to use these today. There is this cool, there's 2 stamp sets in this suite. Mixed labels, which have some great sentiments. Excuse me. And it has a matching die set. Okay. I haven't played with this very much. And I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't played with it enough to understand the dies fitting quite. I don't quite understand the sizing of the dies for the thing. But that's because I haven't played with it. So I'm sure that I'm going to figure that out. Okay. Mixed Florals stamp set. Look at how pretty these images are. I mean, they'd be pretty just as these outlines, but of course you can color them with pencils, chalks, blends, markers, and of course it has dies. So notice the 3 different ladybugs, because I want to point that out, because this is a 2 sheet. So you've got this beautiful piece here, this piece which will cut out these flowers, okay? Then you have a leaf, the other big flowers, okay, and that's the leaf, okay? And then you've got 2 each. So 2 each of the different style ladybugs. So if you are really into ladybugs, you could put them all over. So I wanted you guys to see that. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So I haven't had a chance to play with them a lot yet, but I will. Also, a brand new large 3D Stampin' Cut and Emboss folder. This one is called Plastered Paintings. You can kind of see what it looks like, but it's big. It's cool. It's very cool. And I'm sorry I haven't done that either. I mean, I seriously haven't had time to play. You guys know there's a lot going on. And then, honestly, if you have to pick one thing from this suite, get the Designer Series paper. Why? Because, look, this was a sheet. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. That I just cut. I'm hoping that's all in camera. Let me scoot it up. So you can see now I have 4 by 5 1/4. I have 3 sheets of that so that I could use them to make cards. Of course, there are other things I think you could do with this sheet, but, and then the back is very pretty. Beautiful Designer Series paper. It's truly so pretty. I really, really like it. I know that I'm kind of flipping into the light. So, anyhow, that is that Designer Series paper, and it is called Mixed Media Florals. I should have known that. So the whole bundle is Mixed Media Florals, basically. Okay, so one of the colors that's in that kit is Misty Moonlight, one of my favorite in colors. So we're going to be using that as our card base. So we're going to start by folding that in half like we always do. This piece is 8.5 by 11 for 5 1/4. That's the American average size. I know that some of you in other countries use different sizes. Okay, so now I have cut these down so that they will fit on here just as a simple card. Remember, Saturday S.I.P, stamps, ink, paper. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. So now we've got this, and that's going to get glued on. And then I was trying to decide, you know, normally when you have a dark piece, I say, put a piece of basic white in here. But then I looked at this piece and went, why not? Why not put that? Won't that be pretty? Right on the inside of the card. I really like that. So we're going to go ahead and do these. And then I have this for another card. And I think it's okay that this flower is kind of coming down. I'm okay with that. And they're different on both sides. Like the opposite side of this one looks kind of like that. So we're all good. So I'm going to set this one aside to use it another time. And I am going to adhere these pieces down. Of course, you can stamp something fun on the inside if you want. But again, Saturday S.I.P, stamps, ink, and paper. So I haven't gotten to the ink yet, but I will. I'm also going to do some die cutting. I know. I said stamps, ink, and paper. I know. But you guys know me. I'm working on it. I'm working to simplify my life, you guys. Wish me luck. So, here we are. And there is the front. Now I picked a stamp from the Mixed Labels stamp set that I showed you. That is part of the suite, okay? And I could just, it says, I'm so glad we're friends. That I could just stamp it, and then it would truly be stamps, ink, and paper, and I would be done with it, right? But, you know, I'm me. So I'm going to take the Misty Moonlight, and I've got obviously a scrap. You can see it's a scrap of paper. And I am going to trust myself, because this paper is just barely big enough to do what I want to do with it. So let's hope that works. So, and this is Misty Moonlight. It looks a little darker, but as it dries, it's going to lighten up a little bit and match the Misty Moonlight a little bit better. Of course, you could use black because everything is kind of outlined in a, I think it's black. It might be, I'm looking, hang on. I am looking because the colors are on the back and I always write them again. Basic black. Yep. Okay, we're good. All right, so you could definitely use black. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut it out with my favorite, one of my favorite die, Stylish Shapes. This is also available online. I know it was a catalog item. Now it's available online. So you can look at that. And then I want to mat it. So I was looking and online, this is a very online episode here at MemoryINKers, the 2-inch circle punch. So I did punch one out. Is that the one? I did punch one out, but I think it might be too big. So what I did was, I'm going to use this so you guys can see what I did. I laid this onto a scrap. I flipped it over, because I know I'm going to cut out the inside, right? So I flipped it over, grabbed a pencil, and just traced around it, okay? So that I could get a smaller shape, and then I hand cut it. Now, if you know me, you can see this is not cut out perfectly. There are a lot of jagged edges. You know, I'm not the world's greatest fussy cutter, but here I am. So now I have 2 different sizes, and I'm going to cut this out here. Oh, I did pretty good putting that where I wanted it. So let me go and cut that out with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, so I used the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which you can get online. It's also in the catalog, but if you're shopping online, you may as well go all the way, right? So set that aside and all of my plates. All right, so now I have all of my pieces that I want to use here. Okay, still super simple. We're still going that way. Now I have to decide. I think I definitely like the smaller piece, even though this one is cut a little prettier. So I'm trying to decide. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and use the bigger one because I really didn't cut that out very well. If you're a better fussy cutter, I honestly prefer the smaller size. But I'm not a great fussy cutter. I mean, that's just, I do it. But yeah, when it comes to making like perfect circles, I'm not very good at that. Even when they're outlined, I just tend to, and yes, I know the trick about turning the cardstock. You know, you turn your cardstock and, you know, not your scissors. Doesn't seem to matter for me. Okay, so I have that. And then I am just going to grab some dimensionals. And I'm going to just adhere this super simple to the front of the card. This is simple. Simple, 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 remember? So, I was trying to decide if I wanted to add anything else here. I don't think so. Do I? I do have some of this thick twine. Let me see. I don't know. I think it'll be too big. But here's one that I sort of shredded. Do you guys remember when I did that? And I saved the pieces from when I shredded it. So these are a little smaller. That might be interesting. Okay, this is not how I'm really doing it. I'm just checking it out. Yeah, that might be interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Stampin' Seal and I'm going to put it on here. Maybe. There we go. All right. I like to do that when I'm doing some kind of thread like this so that I have a little bit of control with it. Now this is really floopy. Yes, that is the technical term, floopy. So, you know, you might want to play with it to get it to do what you want it to do. Kind of twist it around. And this is definitely going to be unusual shapes. I'm going to use this one because why waste it? And let's see. Did I make it big enough? Nope, these have to be bigger. See, that's another reason why it's good to do floopy stuff. And if you've got that down there, then you can move them around like I just did. All right. Not sure how this is going to come out, but I think I'm stuck with that. I'm going to be stuck with that look. Let's find out what happens, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to wiggle these around to get them where I want them. I don't know. Maybe it's not working the way I expected it to. Ay, ay, ay. So much fun. This is why this is not a live video, because I'm like losing my mind with this one. Pull that a little bit more. And now it's crooked. All right. I'm going with that. It's just a little bit of gold, but look at how it matches because it's the same in color. So it's cool. It isn't perfect. No, it is not. Now I'm going to add, look, you guys, I have my take your pick tool. Ah, I know. I didn't even pause the video to go get it. So now I'm going to add some of this. I forgot what color I said it was, but I'm going to add it to my card front. Just to give it a little bit more. So see, it is a little bit more than stamps, ink, and paper because I could not help myself. There we go. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's kind of there, kind of not. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I should like take this off and remove this? Do you think it needs more? Do you think that was a really dumb idea? I mean, just let me know. So anyway, here's a fun, just a fun, simple card with the designer series paper. So yes, I did. This is new. This stamp is new, but certainly you could use any sentiment that you already have. So anyway, thanks for watching my quick little Saturday sip. I am Carrie Beglow, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. If you are looking to make any purchases, please go to my website, MemoryINKers.com. If you want to email me, it's at gmail.com. And the hostess code JBBHHPV2. That is for January 2024. Hostess codes are going away. So, probably in April. So, you won't be seeing that very much anymore. All right, you guys, have a blessed and wonderful weekend. My husband is out blowing snow because we finally got some in Michigan worth shoveling. So, sending thoughts and prayers to all of those in California that are suffering with these devastating fires, and still the people on the East Coast, the lower East Coast, that are still trying to recover from that hurricane. And I think it was called a hurricane. I'm terrible at remembering stuff, you guys. I'm just awful. But anyway, you're all in my thoughts and prayers. And have a blessed and wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye.